Now we got to go to the West region. The West region has some really strong matchups. The number one seed here is none other than our home state team, North Carolina. Now, mind you, me and Dub don't like North Carolina. We like Duke. So we don't really care that they're the number one seed, but they will be playing in our hometown of Charlotte. So shout out to Tar Heels and shout out all my homies that are Tar Heels fans. So as Dub and I were saying, the West region, big shout out to everybody in North Carolina. The Tar Heels are coming to Charlotte to hold it down. Howard just lost tonight, right before this recording. So shout out to HU, the real HU. I'm sorry I had y'all winning and going to Charlotte and getting beat down on, but listen, Wagner got the best of them. A little bit too late there for Howard. So games that we should look out for. We got the 12 seed versus the 5 seed Grand Canyon against St. Mary's. Grand Canyon has been great all season. They've only got 4 losses on the season. I think they're underseeded here. I think this is going to be a great matchup. They might not beat St. Mary's, but I think they'll cover the 5.5 point spread, and it'll be a very competitive game. I'm picking them to beat St. Mary's in my bracket, though. Don't follow me up on that. Other games that I think will be crucial, I got New Mexico and Clemson in the 11-6 matchup. I got New Mexico beating Clemson. Now, mind you, a big thing we got to call out here. New Mexico has 2 sons of NBA players starting on their roster. They got Eddie House's son starting at point guard, Jamal Mashburn's son playing for New Mexico. So this team is loaded. They got hot at the right time. They won their conference. New Mexico is going to bring a lot of problems to Clemson in Memphis. Look out for that game. And last but not least, I got to say the Nevada-Dayton matchup, the 10-7 matchup. Nevada's been a solid basketball team all season. I think they're going to bring problems in Salt Lake City for whoever has the matchup with them, whether it's Dayton, whether they beat Dayton and play Arizona. I think they're going to be a problem. Dub, what are some games that you think folks should look out for?
I'm really intrigued about this St. Mary's and Grand Canyon game. If my memory serves me correctly, there was a gentleman that it was at the end of the game. Grand Canyon had already sealed the deal, and he went up for that windmill dunk. And then you had the opposing team. I think it was in the championship game, conference championship game, and the opposing team like bumped him and threw the ball at him because he did the windmill dunk at the end of the game when they already had pretty much locked down the victory. So I'm really interested to see how Grand Canyon is going to react to the controversy surrounding that situation. So I do have them. That's definitely going to be an upset. I don't see St. Mary's beating them at all, just based off what I've seen Grand Canyon do out there on the court. Um, Other than that, man, I really think we should pay close attention to that Charleston and Alabama game. I think that
Good
could
call
be a
out.
potential upset alert right there with Charleston. A very solid basketball conference, if you ask me. I think
Oh,
Charleston.
yeah. It's very solid basketball conference.
So I can see Charleston beating Alabama.
Who do you have winning the West?
Honestly, man, I don't have Carolina winning the West. I'm for damn sure not putting that out there in the universe. Man, I'm either going Baylor or Arizona,
Got you.
but I might
Got
go with
you.
the latter. I might go with Arizona.
Yep. As much as I hate to do it, I have the North Carolina Tar Heels winning the West and making it to the Final Four. Listen, it pains me to say that, but North Carolina is a great basketball team. They're well rounded in terms of their abilities to shoot. RJ Davis is a heck of a player. He can make shots from all 3 levels. You got Armando Baycott, who's going to do what he does, and they don't have to worry about playing NC State. So I got them going to the Final Four.
You know, one thing I want to touch on though about the Arizona pick. You know, there's a lot of speculation about sports and creating scripts and such. When you think about Arizona and the Final Four being hosted in Phoenix, Arizona, I gotta go with Arizona because I think there's going to be some synergies there. So I'm sticking with Arizona.
Yeah, I think that's a great call out. Arizona's a great basketball team. I would have picked Arizona, but seeing them come out flat in the Pac-12 tournament, Dub, to your point, you always talk about peaking at the right time. They didn't do well. Oregon actually won that Pac-12 tournament, so I think they're going to be coming in a little sluggish. They get an easy matchup in Long Beach State to start off, but it only gets tougher from there when they'll have a New Mexico team or a Baylor team waiting on them when they get to the Sweet 16. So they got a tough road ahead. Carolina has a much easier road, so we'll see what happens there in the West.